Well, I mean, I met Cory through Celebrate, but after that, shortly he became our Stephen minister man also to get us started. So I first met him here though, and the one thing that stuck out in my mind is that he was real. He was just a real guy, and I think he meant to me, I guess, basically like a little brother. He was fun to pick on. I love to pick on him, but I also know that God's using him in mighty ways.
When I first walked into Celebrate, he was the first one to smile, and I knew that I can just be myself with him, and I knew that he was going to be friend, family, and I can go to him at any point with anything that I needed. He was good with my girls. My girls loved him. He accepted me for me, and he didn't judge me. He's open, he's loving, he's caring. He's just the epitome of a Christian that I would picture myself trying to be. And he helped me from that broken person into who I am now. He helped mold me. It means a lot to me because I didn't come from a Christian background. I came from a broken home. I'm the middle child, so I got blamed for everything. And I didn't know what a Christian really meant because every church I stepped into, I didn't fit in. I didn't because I wasn't white enough, or I wasn't black enough, or I didn't dress right. But Cory didn't. Cory seen past that. He saw me. He didn't see a broken person. He actually saw me. And that's what I expected when I walked into a church. For a true Christian, because that's what God calls us to do, is to love people. And Cory loves people. He took my broken self and he healed it because he loved me for me. He saw through the brokenness. He saw that I did have purpose, and he spoke life into me.
The biggest thing that I can think of that Cory's inspired me with, like I said, I would just come to group and be in a group and share my life and stuff, but then he came to me and said, hey, I see potential in you leading a group. So I started leading Men's Integrity, and it's changed my life to where I can actually feed into other people that have, the same struggles that I've gone through, and I can help them in order to get better or what they're struggling with as well.
Cory was actually the first person I met when I came to Celebrate, him and his wife, and I was actually still in active addiction, and the way he spoke to me without acting like I was somebody less or like I was a drug addict, like that stuck to me, and then hearing him preaching has kept me coming back for a couple weeks, and about 3 weeks in I actually got myself clean and been clean going on 2 years now. So he actually was a big staple point in my sobriety and getting me through the season of getting sober.
Cory has been a friend, someone I could always reach out to, someone I could always talk to, somebody that I could have serious conversations with, or I could have deep conversations with him on and off. I've always enjoyed being here with him, helping, serving this church with him, doing all kinds of the stuff in the background, because that's my personality. I love doing that stuff with Cory. I just love his attitude, his energy, and just what he's done for so many people. I don't think he realizes how many people he's actually impacted with his ministry and what he's done in his life.
Cory has meant a ton to me in this ministry. Most people aren't surprised by that, but he really pushed me to be a better leader, a better parent, a better person in general, while also being real, which is really important because especially in a church setting, you'll have someone sit with you and say, hey, make sure you're reading your Bible every day. Hey, make sure you're having your quiet time every day. Whereas you'd have Cory who would say, hey, have you went to God about it? Okay, yeah, no, I've had those times too. I haven't either, And it's just been such a breath of fresh air to have someone who could be real with me while also pushing me to the next level in everything I do. So Cory played a really critical part in our whole family growth as a whole, because we were so close. So Ryan and him are really close, and you know, my kids love him. So he's had such a role in everyone's life, but for mine specifically, just being a lot more laid back has been beneficial. And if anyone knows Cory, they know that he's not a very serious person. And so he's really helped me to be more laid back with things. And that's helped me to bring that home and be more gentle with my kids and with my husband, and more than anything myself, because I was always a perfectionist. And so having that really close person saying, hey, it's okay that you didn't do that, or you know, give yourself some grace on that, and knowing that he meant it, it really changed the way I thought about things.
Having Cory there has just always been an encouragement. Just watching him, like even from when we started coming, like watching him grow himself, and then following behind him and just watching him lead and being able to walk with him. Like even though, you know, he was always kind of like, you know, oh, you don't have to do that, you know, but we always got to walk with him. We got to set these, you know, set up before Celebrate on Sundays at one point, and just, you could talk to him, you know, and he heard you, and you felt heard. So whenever he would come to you, you know, you knew you had a brother, you knew you had family there. And that just grew as the years went on. You know, here we are, you know, year 5, and you know, we spent a lot of time together. You know, we were in the leadership together, and you know, we all had the same word for a year. You know, we were all being intentional. We were able to be intentional together, and it brought so much out of that I wouldn't have expected. Just the joy that we have, just our families getting together. You know, our kids have grown up together at this point. You know, and I love being able to say that I really have a brother, and I couldn't imagine the walk I've had without Cory being a part of it. I don't know what the story looks like without him being the man of God he is, leading Celebrate, and us just walking with our whole family, not just me, not just my wife, our whole family doing things together. I mean, even Kayla brought up a memory that I had completely forgotten about, is that when Chandler was a little baby, you know, he was, you know, running around everywhere. Well, Cory just picks him up and starts running around with him too, you know, telling people stuff to do, and you know, Chandler's learning to walk, and he's walking around with him, you know, holding him up, like, come on, buddy, you can walk, you know, just going on with him. And like, it was never just, oh, this is our pastor. You know, he made this family.
Cory has always been a very consistent presence here at FP Celebrate. The first time I came here till now, I guess, he's always been there. He's always been ready to lend an ear, ready to help you find where you need to go. I have been very grateful that he was put into my life to help out with just everything going on, and to just be there as a leader for Celebrate. And you know, I don't know him all that well. We're, you know, not close, but I've seen him, and you know, being on stage, you see people like that, and you learn more about them. And I'm just very grateful that he's devoted so much of his life to walking alongside so many people here at Celebrate.
Yeah, I think I have probably a different view than a lot of people. I was actually here pastoring Celebrate the first day that Cory came in. So I saw this really rough individual who I would say really didn't even want to be here on Monday night, and to watch God move in his life and transform him and give him purpose, and to be able to watch Cory give that away to countless people whose lives have been changed because of what he's done for them. So for me, man, I'm just super proud of Cory. One, for being obedient to God, to surrendering to God, and man, just a great friend to me. Just great counsel, great support, great encouragement to me.
Cory got me into my codependency group. I came in a really broken person. I was going through, yet again, my husband's going in and out of sobriety, in and out of addiction, in and out of cheating or whatever. And, you know, I just told Cory my story. And I thought, okay, I'll go in this group. It's for him, for my husband. And the group ended up helping me. And if it wasn't for Cory leading me into that group, I would not have gotten into it. It's like it helped me become a better person. I found out who I was. I have started overcoming a lot of the problems I've had. I'm seeing patterns that I didn't see before getting into my group, and if it wasn't for Cory saying, hey Elizabeth, I think you need to try this group, I never would have went. And another thing he did was, my husband passed away last year, and he arranged the whole funeral for me. And he was so great, and I'm so grateful to him. And he's just, whether it's Stephen's ministry or here or whatever, he's just been so supportive, and he is just a great person. And and his wife is so wonderful, and you could tell it's genuine. And his sobriety makes his enthusiasm for his sobriety makes people enthusiastic about wanting theirs.
Cory, I just want to tell you that I love you, that you are my brother. You helped mold me from who I was when I walked into this door until who I am now. You saw beyond my broken self. You saw that I needed someone strong as you to help mold me, and you've done that. I absolutely adore you. I love you, and I'm gonna miss you.
Cory, the biggest thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you for feeding into me and believing in me and giving me the opportunity to step out of my comfort zone and to be able to help lead other people into recovery. I think it was the greatest gift that you have ever given me, and I'm sure that you can continue to do that throughout your life.
I would say, Cory, thank you for helping lead me to Jesus and showing me that there is a better way, and I love you like a brother and always will.
Cory, what I would really like to speak to you the most is to know that God's not done. You started, like you said so many times, from nothing, and God does His best work with nothing. And I know that He's going to use you and use your boys and all the work that you're doing through them. He's got several things lined up for you that you can't even imagine. And just when you think you do, He's going to prove you wrong, because He's got something much better than you could have ever hoped for. So I just say, keep the faith, keep strong. Your word for the year is prayer. Lean in, listen, and hold on, because God's got one heck of a ride for you.
Hold on, I gotta think of something.
Bring out a song if you want.
Oh, Cory, you have been the best friend, brother, leader, mentor in my life, and I'm so glad that I get to continue to annoy you all the time, because my life would not be complete without you as my obnoxious older little brother.
Cory, I don't know where the Lord has you going, man, but I know this. I know that He has made you for a time such as this. I know there is no other person that it could possibly be for but you. And I know that you are loved, and I hope you know that too. And I know that anywhere you go, you will be able to connect with people in a way that nobody else will, because your story is God's story, and He gave that to you as a way to encourage others, and I see you doing that forever, man. I love you, brother.
Cory, I want to thank you for your consistency. It's so important, and I always know in my life to have that consistency. I wish you the best in wherever you go. I know God has plans for you wherever you're headed. And while I enjoyed this time on the road together, so to speak, I hope to see you here on earth again. But if not, I look forward to seeing you in heaven.
Cory, I just want to say you're going places, and I'd love to see where you go and how you take them, and wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, Cory, you are a great man of God. You know I love you. God has got just an incredible plan and purpose and future for you. I really believe and just know with my entire heart, Cory, that for you the best is yet to come, my brother.
Hey Cory, you've helped my group a lot. You've always walked with us. We started a group with Lisa first, and then you came in. I love coming to Celebrate because you're always here. Your enthusiasm was awesome. I came with a friend, brought someone else, but still kept on coming. Then joined the group, of course, anger management group, because you always talked about it, and you don't have no anger problems, but I really enjoyed coming to Celebrate, enjoyed the group, started the Freedom group. Now, still in it, you have poured a lot into my life. I love seeing you. I know God has great plans for you, and it's awesome that, you know, you've touched me in other places too. We've known each other probably a couple years or so. First was with food, and then just made me feel welcome here at Celebrate. You and your wife and your children. Guess I met you through Sundays with your two girls.
Hey Cory, I just want you to know thank you. Thank you for all you've done for me and for so many others. There's a lot of people that will never get to tell you thank you, but I want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart, and this is from all of us. I want to thank you because without you, Celebrate wouldn't have been where it's been for the last few years. I want to say that you've been instrumental in so many of our lives, and that you've changed so many people in the process of you being here. And I'm excited to see what God is going to do for you. This, when you have moved to a new whatever, this is nothing but God promoting you to something greater, because you have got so much greatness, and your sobriety and your testimony and your ministry is not ending here. It's just beginning. I hope you save the fork, because the best is yet to come.